What I think winning. I was surprised how people that African is very successful. Having the existing they don't afford it.
You're welcome to today's edition of the program. It is City Stand, of course. I'm Michael Adebule. It's a good morning to all our esteemed viewers watching us across the globe, and to my respondents at the stand this morning. It's a good morning to you all. Happy New Week. Happy New Week to you, Vincent. How you doing?
Happy New Week to you, and happy New Week to our esteemed viewers globally. I want to say a very big thank you all to you all for keeping faith with this global platform called City Stand. And today is a new week. We are ready to go.
All right. A brand new week, a brand new day at the stand. Good morning to you, Femi. How you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Michael, and good morning, our viewer across the globe. We say, may God continue to be with you, as He shall be with us. So welcome to a new week, filled with glory, joy, and peace. Thank you for being there.
All right, a week of joy and peace, and I have OJ. OJ, good morning to you.
Mr. Mike, our global command, the global CEO. God bless you, sir.
How you doing, sir?
Thank God for the good job we are doing on this platform, and our global viewers. God bless you. Good morning. We are here to give you undiluted analysis of state of affairs of our country and the South Geology, and the people who are blessing us, listening and the rest. God bless you. Thank you. Good morning.
All right, is the victory. I'm talking about the recent victory of the ruling All Progressives Congress in the last election. A genuine reflection of voter confidence. Is it? Drop your comments in the comment section. Let's dissect this together this morning. All right, so the Vanguard newspaper. I have here how APC dominated FCT council polls. How APC, that's All Progressives Congress, dominated FCT council polls. Why APC sons of deceased lawmakers won Kano's assembly seats in by-election. PDP alleges intimidation, sets up legal team. PDP alleges intimidation, sets up a legal team. Tinubu congratulates winners of election in FCT, Kano, and Rivers. On to the next one, the major headline. 2027 elections. APC, 4 other parties ready. 16 in disarray may not present candidates for most offices. For 2027 election, APC ready, 4 other parties also ready. But we have 16 in disarray. That's according to the Vanguard newspaper, and they may not present candidates for most offices. On top of the paper, on page 8, Catholic bishops to federal government end Nigeria's bloodshed, guarantee credible 2027 polls. This is on page 8 of the Vanguard. Trump hikes U.S. global tariff rates to 15% after court ruling. This is on page 8 as well. Down the paper on 2026 Electoral Act, we engaged AGF, INEC, CSOs, development partners for 2 years before enactment, says on the National Assembly. Nigeria floors European tech firm in $6.2 million arbitration case. We have the last story here why previous governments struggle to resolve impasse with ASU orders, says the federal government. In the comment section, I'm sure Gladys Oyabo is watching. And I say good morning, Gladys Oyabo. You're welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Yeah, my prediction was right. Gladys, good morning. Yeah, and I have access to the comment section. I also have Cosmos here. Cosmos, you're welcome. It's been a while, Cosmos. How are you doing, sir? You're welcome to the program. Also, Imafidon, good morning to you. You're welcome to the program. Thanks for joining us all the way from Madrid. We have Egbona Kingsley. And I say good morning. Omodogbe is watching from Spain. Good morning to you. Good morning, Omodogbe Binoba. And we also have Kinlade Akintayo saying good morning to everyone at the stand. Good morning, good morning, good morning. St. John, good morning. How was your weekend? Yeah, fine. Good morning to you. Suma, how are you doing?
I'm fine, good morning.
Yeah. Before I proceed on today's program, I need to say a big congratulations to Suma this morning. Your wife gave birth on Friday. Oh, duty. Why are you ashamed? You don't run away. Why are you running? Come back here. Why is why are you ashamed? Why you dey run? You is asking you. Why you dey run now? Why you dey shame? Suma the striker. Say na Osimhen we go call am this morning. Osimhen, your Messi. Congratulations, Suma. Okay, help him out. Okay, help him out. We are running away from the good news. All right, you're welcome to the program. Once again, thank you so much. Antman is congratulating you this morning. I also have Joy saying congratulations to you this morning. Egbona Kingsley saying congratulations. And some other viewers in the comment section. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Viewers, thank you so much. Let's quickly talk about the election that went down last weekend. How do you feel about the whole process? How do you feel about the exercise?
I must say that it turned out to be not what most Nigerians are expecting. You understand? In fact, the voter apathy was at its peak. The turnout was very low, and I think that goes to show the level of disconnect between the people and the government. People have gotten to a point where they wouldn't want to get involved, you understand, with, because, there is this notion that we have, most Nigerians, let me put it this way, that whether I vote or I don't vote, they already know who will emerge. You understand? It's a very wrong notion. And I think that is why INEC and political parties have a bigger role to play before the 2027 election. We need to see political education. People should be sensitized. People should be, educated on the fact that you have a duty. Even orientation. Yes, you have a duty to get involved. It is your responsibility. If you want your candidate to win election, you don't just go out to protest. You go and vote. You have a right to protest if things are done wrongly, But on the day of election, you must make it a point of duty to be out, to vote for your own candidate. The turnout in some polling units that have a capacity of 700 to 600 people, at the end of the day, only some recorded 16 people. You can imagine 700 people, the capacity, and 16 people came out to vote. You understand? That is, that has gone to show. I know when the ADC were all out campaigning, Peter Obi at a point was campaigning for his candidate. Atiku at a point was there. You understand? But unfortunately, the crowd that were following them, couldn't translate it during the election on Saturday, and it's truly, truly unfair. Government need to really begin to do things that will make the people want to get involved, politically. I wasn't happy, seriously.
You were not happy with the election?
I was not, because I was even thinking, you see, Abuja used to be, the stronghold of opposition over the years. You understand? But you could see how, the whole thing turned out that the APC people, seems to be more religious when it comes to, they came out.
It was the stronghold of PDP when PDP was the ruling now.
At a point, but then Abuja has always, given, you always see opposition taking some places.
Oh, they left Gwagwalada for PDP.
For PDP, but so where is ADC?
APC didn't clear everything.
Where is ADC? ADC is nowhere
5 out
to
of
be found.
6, right?
ADC is nowhere to be found. ADC needs to do a great job. They need to go back to the drawing board. You understand? And then go out and tell their people, don't just follow us when we are campaigning. We need to see you coming out to vote again. You understand? Which is very important.
It seems James John is not happy with the outcome of the polls. But let's ask Suma its own view about what went down last weekend. Suma, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
How would you describe the outcome of the last election?
It is a good one.
A good one?
Yeah, it is a good one. Since the opposition are not sincere to themselves and they are not serious. So when you look at, you said before by PDP, since the PDP left the government in power, the federation, what has been their activities and their seriousness towards holding their ground. So because they know that if it comes to us, I can easily jump fence close to the ruling party. Since I have some certain money that I've taken from the people already. So it's easy for me to catapult. Then when this one is raining, I will move to the other side. So when you look at the whole system, they are actually not there for the people. That is for themselves. So we have new, as you said, the new sheriff in town. Wike will not open his eyes and let that happen. But irrespective of that, what has been the contribution and the that effect of we are here to the people of Abuja by opposition party. And this is where if even ADC and other parties are even serious themselves, but they are only after the federal, and that is one of the reasons why some the power that be some person are still finding it difficult to know if they should follow the ADC or they should not, because they don't know the template. If they are here to stay and have a blueprint and stay forever to govern, or they are just because of the way want to chase that gentleman away from Aso Rock, Asiwaju, and that is why they are doing all this. Because from now, you see, last week, or everywhere in Lagos and Nigeria, the APC are nominating their party schools, the secretary. For this upcoming election,
they're busy working.
Yes, they are working, trying to
very, very active.
So you will not see that now with the level of either whatsoever campaign they come out to do, or let me say we come out to do, it must. You find difficult. It's not like you find a student preparing for exam, reading 247 day and night, a burn candle at night. Even though you don't know book, you'll be able to my first share results based on the way even though he has his agenda. And that's for the current admission to even for this election. They will have made it 3-2. So at least people will our electoral whatsoever is working to even deceive them in some ways. But all this one, they don't want care. Trailer away break fail. Whatsoever you might have in mind, we are not going to be bothered about that. We are going to clear anybody with all the power that we have. Because there's nothing you will do to us. You will just shout and nothing will happen. So because they know that even these people did not actually mean well fully for Nigerians. I know that we are seeing them as an option to make Nigeria better, but just that monopoly of this thing is not good. System is not good for the country. and that's why the people are, wanting difference.
Even though a lot of people were disenfranchised, that's another angle to it. Most polling units, I've heard people complain that they went to their polling units and that their names was not there. Some people were complaining that at the polling unit during accreditation, you understand, they said their NIN whatever number was not showing. You understand? So some people were deliberately disenfranchised by INEC. You understand? And then they aired their grievances.
All right, while the president celebrated the victories of APC in the election, the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike, was or is busy mocking Peter Obi over APC's victory in the last election. Now, you just raised a concern about the election. I think, according to what you said, so we were disenfranchised. Even apart from you, opposition talked about restrictions, that people were restricted from voting because of the curfew. The FCT minister, placed about 22 hours curfew or so. Now, should the president be rejoicing? Should he be celebrating the victory of APC, or he should be addressing the concerns raised by opposition voices?
We are expecting to address the concern. That is actually the way to go. But in this part of the world, you will believe me, they will want to even come up with a strategy, that will make people not even come out to vote anymore. Now, look at, for example, on Saturday, Wike made himself an INEC official. He was going from one polling unit to another. He was going round. What was he doing? Was he an INEC official? Of course, ordinarily, he's not supposed to be doing that. You understand? He was going from one polling unit to the other. So we expect that the president, should really be sincere, address some of these issues so that people, can come out to vote. Some of these, one of the things that contributed to, the low turnout was the restriction, like you said. Some people couldn't really move, and some people were disenfranchised because when they go to poll, they were not told ahead of time that their polling has been changed. You understand? So it was when they got there, and then from there they cannot move again. So that is, I think, one of the things communication is key. If you are going to change, if there is a need to change, polling unit, the people should be informed ahead of time that, okay, you are not casting your vote in this polling unit because it has been changed, the location has been changed. But there was nothing like that. The whole thing looks like a game that they have designed for themselves so that they can take over.
I won't see it that way. Even though before now, even though in Lagos, even before Buhari comes to power, it has been like that sometimes where the way you zone based on your vote basket. For those who have known, you might get to this place that you voted that state, this is not where you vote, then you migrate from there. Before the coffee was being announced, at least by the FCC, what is the work? What has been the move of Peter Obi, Atiku, and the likes of them, that they feel that they have something to offer the country? And they are not blind to this. When you come out and pull the people with people, despite the whole thing, did they withdraw any security personnel, police guiding them? So at some point, they have this, a power to influence some things. If Wike did not understand or did not know his duties, he's acting irresponsible. Later on, they will say another Yediman and say, why is the one causing this? How can you be health minister going up and down as if you are a coordinator of this?
Are you working for INEC?
You understand? It's rubbish. If someone was strong now, say slap him now, I'll be something that you say because you shouldn't be there. It's not your duty.
He was monitoring the election.
It's just like
it is not his responsibility.
You know, a policeman will say you are here more.
Is he an observer?
I don't understand. So if anything happens to him now, they will say they don't have to start judging you. Shut up. I know your mate. You understand? Because it's not you are not meant to be there.
Not meant to be there.
You understand?
Somebody said to me, if you reach your turn, no monitor.
We understand. That is, see, it sounds funny, but it makes no sense. That's if you reach your no monitor, it's a top.
It makes no sense that an FCC minister suddenly turned monitoring spirit.
Yes, it makes it's a top of someone that is not sensible enough. You understand? So you can't pass through school pass through you, and with the level of exposure and age, you come outside to open and say, if you shut on no jota, is out of stupidity. But what do you want to say to your children? You have children, you have younger ones. Then when you feel based on party favoritism or whatsoever that you have no gain of, there's no amount of money you'll be giving that can surpass having a good economy. You understand? And better life of the country. But because you'll be looking back. No one will work out freely. So what is more interesting than that? Why do someone have to depend on one person? Hundreds of people or thousands have to depend on one person. One assembly member going for 3 times, 4 times. When you want to reach your turn and you are there, Muma, you say, is that not madness? Well, what if your son comes out to say you want to contest? Will you have supported that man saying he's going for 3rd and 4th time in the Senate or Assembly? But you don't get children now, we feel a family member that you feel that they didn't fit to govern the country. You are just follow a zombie. It's like that we have to have sense. Just like saying that make some old man go from one putting you to another. They say if you know it doesn't matter now. No matter it's here, it does not make sense. You cannot continue celebrating injustice and rubbish up and down.
All right, John Gudon mature. Abuja people came out and voted for their own, not some fake people. I am happy for Abuja people. Yes. This is coming from Antna.
Politician.
Right.
What do you expect now? He's a party member. The matter of the country is not. I'm very sure the president that is talking is not in Nigeria. But it's high time we take away I'm a member of one political party. Like I said to someone, what is mega in Lagos State? It's a shame they're supposed to cover their eyes, their faces. Because do you know how much Lagos State is generating per day? This is the state of Lagos State. In terms of infrastructure and everything is zero. And of which Lagos State even generates more money than some beautiful countries in Nigeria, in Africa and in the world. And look at the high gap. Is that not insane? The way they were even still Lagos is still a state that other states are looking up to. Does that mean because they say this failed, other states are looking forward to a failed state? That you know that you are working in a company, you are earning 7.5 million per month, and still you are still where you are still living in one cubicle. You are still begging people for arms. You are looking tattered. So what is the money you are getting? Also, where is it going to? It's very difficult to even have a wristwatch of less than 2,000 naira. You are even a toy wristwatch. So compared to your earnings, is that not madness? So is that time we leave away APC and PDP? We are talking about having a good security in Nigeria. Let our people be able to sleep with their 2 eyes closed. Let them be able to realize that I have government. Let them be able to subsidize a medical care facilities. Everything. That's what that thing you are enjoying in other countries that you are not enjoying it here. Because you are realized they know that if anything before 911 they have reached out to, even before that you are seeing people are concerned about your health. You have insurance, health insurance, everything is working for you. When you are retired, your pension nobody will drag with you. And those are the things that Nigerian people are wanting, irrespective of the political party we might be. And this is not the time whereby we'll be looking at what because I'm APC, I'm ADC, I'm whatsoever. All we want that is not your father's property or inheritance. You are there to serve the people. So no one will look up to you like a god that be one whatsoever you might call yourself. And if you know that you are a failure, you cannot govern and protect life and property, then get out of there.
All right. Okay, we move down to Anthem again. We told you online talking different from reality.
No, it's not about.
I like how Wike called out fake people like Obi, who was pricing groundnuts. Yeah, we're still coming back to that. He was mocking Obi, like I said earlier, saying that it's not all about, is that a politician cannot deceive people with buying. I don't know how you even put it. I'll check again. All right, let's move on to another person. Godwin says Obi 100 cannot match Tinubu leadership capacity. 100 of Obi cannot match Tinubu leadership capacity.
I disagree with him.
All right, I'm still coming. GOA says the current ruling party did what was required to win, but the opposition was sleeping with no agents at some units. They will need to get serious. This is GOA on this.
All right, talking about being serious, I agree with him. But to say that Obi is no match to Tinubu, I completely disagree with that. I know that the opposition have a whole lot of work to do. Like I will always say, political parties in Nigeria are not ideologically driven. It's about one of the challenges we're having is that I think they're having issue of funding. And that is why you are not seeing that level of opposition that you should, see. You understand? And that is why the ruling party will always be more effective. You understand? Because they already have the resources, they have the machinery and everything of government to use. You understand? And it is that is, you don't get that in the opposition. But talking about Obi is one man. If there's going to be an election today, you will see that the music will change. That is not policy. You understand? Nigerians this time around are not just going for parties, they are going for candidate, the individual. It was not Obi that was at the ballot in Abuja. So don't come and tell us that because the ABC could not win means that would be the same, that would be Obi's fate in 2027. It will be a wrong way to look at things, to analyze, look at things politically. Obi, anytime, any day, you understand, it's the best candidate, and Nigerians know. Wike was okay, for crying out loud. Do they expect Obi to buy that ground of 1 million naira? Simple question. How much is your groundnut? 10,000 naira. Is it not? He said 7,000 naira. Do they expect him to buy the groundnut 10,000, 1 million naira? This is a man who understands that public funds should be used for the purpose it was meant for. You understand? You don't just because you are privileged to be in the place of power, you want to use the money, for your, personal needs. It's for the purpose it is meant for. Public funds should be meant for the public. And Obi is one man who has, been proven and tested.
But Wike said he was using that to deceive the public.
No, that is to him now, because we know if it were Wike, he may buy the ground of 1 million naira, because it is not his money. He knows he can decide to give the woman 1 million naira, and Obi is not that kind of person. And Obi has remained consistent with this attitude. People knows him. Even when he was governor, he was consistent. He is not a wasteful, spender. He is a good, yes, is a very frugal, manager of resources.
Very prudent.
Yes.
I'm coming to you. Let's quickly talk to Oluwawan of Ogbaland. Oluwawan, good morning to you. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
You for some time you've been opposing the current administration.
Yes.
And many times you told us that their days are numbered. Let me finish what I was saying.
Yes.
You told us that their days are numbered.
You see,
I said, how long?
yes. God will bless you for that question. That one, how long? Dynamic question. Say, how long will you be following this unnecessity result? This unnecessity result.
So what happened? What happened in the last
It's
election?
not presidential election.
Wow.
I'm talking about the reality of home, of ground. You see, this is your part of the particles of what we are saying. That they not buy everybody, that doesn't mean that they buy the whole millions of Nigeria. We are coming 2027. Everybody will stand up. This one is a local government, it's a backyard election. But the reality of God is giant. Giant is different from you see, that is part of the particles, because Abuja, Wike, Tinubu, their days are numbered, because the whole Nigeria is waiting for that day of that general election. Do you know general? Everybody go welcome. Everybody go Abuja. Say me I go Abuja. Me I go Abuja ni. No one go Abuja. Now few they don't reach 100,000. They reach 100,000. We are talking about 200 million Nigeria going forward to remove them, because now they have signed the electoral law. So we are going to see the situation on ground, and I believe, not only that I believe, Nigeria believe. End of discussion for them. And it's just like what he's saying. They are using Mago time has come to an end. How long are we going to be sitting down and we'll be suffering? How long will we pay? Cool, they happy. They say another election is coming. Different for the world yesterday. Other than a Tata election, when men, women, children, everybody will come out and say, okay, now let's stand with Jagaba. Jagaba, no, that day is a reckoning day, and that day is the day that Nigeria will occupy the street and judge and throw him out back to Bodilon. I'm telling you the reality. I'm talking from the deep of Nigeria heart, majority of Nigeria, because come 2027. You will see the difference. The difference will be very, very, very clear, because everybody will rise up from that slumber and say, now is the judgment day. That day was not judgment day. Was it judgment day? It's not a judgment day for Nigeria. You see Abuja, they clap and say, win Abuja. They know what they win of Abuja, you clap out. See, Abuja is a ground of money, they swallow money. But we are talking about all Nigeria in abject darkness, poverty. Abject darkness, poverty. road 2027. You go see the mountain will fall, hopefully. It go fall because majority will carry the vote and majority must carry the vote. But now Nigeria is tired of story. How long will we be hearing story? Okay, now I don't see body Abuja. The other day I see the Holy Ghost. When the day reach, they will come sweep all of us. Is it possible to sweep the whole Nigeria?
All right, sir.
Madam,
how you doing?
I'm so really happy. Good morning to my comrades. You know what? I must be happy because we are telling them what they don't know. You know, when somebody pass you, he pass you. And for this man now, my friend, he say he's languishing in poverty. What he wear alone, I can tell you what it's worth almost 250,000.
Now you're wrong again. Talk about reality. The reality of ground. We are not joking here. Come, pull it. We are not joking. Forget about yesterday. What happened in Abuja? We are telling you about the reality of majority of Nigeria. Let me not smell anymore. Let me go about Abuja election. Let me talk about the generation of Nigeria. Coming out and say, now we want to decide.
Can you pardon me?
That there was no decision.
Mike,
there was no decision.
When you see a baby that needs help, right, and you abandon that baby for long, and towards the election you now want to romance, you know, the baby, and that is what went wrong between the APC and the ADC and the Labour of the Obi and all of them. These people saw the baggy people who owns Abuja itself. The baggy are the ones that owns Abuja, the Gwari likewise, and they came. Say these people need help. Their shadow has not been shown around that they belongs to one block, and the APC brought them up. APC turned them to who they are today, in which they are enjoying the life in Abuja now. If you are the one, will you go and vote for somebody that doesn't care for you? No, answer me. Will you go and vote for you guys? The problem is you don't know anything about politics. You just jump in and jump out. You think politics is a la carte. Politics is not a la carte. You have to work for it. If you don't work, you can't shop. Work and shop. Now it be politics, right? Do the needful for the citizen. Do the needful for the every people that come around. Make them happy and make them put a smile on their faces. And I can tell you
are talking to my word that I respected of the government. You are not saying it yourself.
Yeah, the government
is make them happy.
Yes.
Give them this.
Yes.
No one has been put on the table for the generation of Nigeria to live.
Except you.
See, you are not talking about your language. You are flowing back to my system. That's why they fail. Nothing alternative. Nothing that Nigeria is happy. Nigeria can never hear APC and be happy. Nigeria can never hear APC and be happy. Let them be flock with ourselves. Nigeria, we're talking about Nigeria here. Nobody will hear APC and hear the government of Ghana that will be happy with them. Okay, what have they put on the table that make people to be happy? What are you saying now? You say people are happy, that's why they voted for the dead? They first start home. The first start ringing hard department of the APC.
Can you allow me?
I'm telling you the reality. See, somebody had to say, okay, thank you, you did a good thing for me. You are making Nigeria to be happy according to what you say. But 100% of Nigeria, 95% say no happiness. No happiness, no freedom, no anything that is meaningful to humanity. Let them be frank, nothing that is meaningful. What is Abuja?
The problem is
what is Abuja? Abuja is the capital of Nigeria. Majority of Abuja are the rich people there. We're not about the whole. See, let them be frank. Joke apart. Let them be sincere. What we are saying. Nigeria is falling apart.
Okay, it's you that you need to be serious with what you always say around there. I can tell you, the people that voted for the the local government election. Were they ghosts? Are they not the citizens of Abuja? Are they not the core citizens of Abuja? The baggy people. Are they not the core citizens? And you are telling me, and they said they want to. They are the indigents, and they thumbprint their votes for who they like, who is taking care of them, and the party that they can rely on. Not go and up and later abandon them. And that is what happened. What strategies? The strategies that happens during this election that you saw. You can't just come to the table and say politics is an a la carte. You have to work. Politics is not a la carte. Say come and chop. You have to work your way.
and you people fail to do the needful, you fail to do the strategies, and you come in on board, say the next thing is they rig election.
All right, the comment section, Joe says Kule is shaking when Oluwawan said, Kule was shaking when Oluwawan said the reality of reality. Why were you shaking, Kule?
Maybe he's not seeing me well. Maybe the camera you have to bring the camera towards his face so that you can see me well. I'm not shaking. Maybe it's the one shaking. Maybe it's the one shaking. I'm celebrating victory of APC, and more is still going to come. More, because it's the bride now. I've been saying APC is the bride. We citizen, we Nigerian citizen, not the whalers.
All right, Lawal Mutiu says, I laugh in Spanish for this Oluwawan.
Definitely.
Always making noise. Dash. All right. Adnam says the people are grateful for what Kakaban is doing. Go to Edo State and see what the governor of Pueblo is doing. And he gives credit to Kakaban for giving them more money. That's the governor of Pueblo.
Sharing money for the governor. What about us? See, the reality, we are just telling you the truth. This man came about to share money to his co-workers. What about the majority of the unknown workers that never even be staff? See, we are Nigeria. I want to come outside and say enough is enough. All those stories, particles of zero. Particles of zero. The government is afraid. So eliminate or cap all the opposition, making things to be a one-man party, and he's a liar. He's a liar. That is what is happening. Okay, where the boss, everybody just see. Watch around the situation, watch around the environment. Are we really happy with the government?
No, I'm happy with the government.
Only you are happy inside 100 million people.
Many of us are happy.
Why are you happy?
Many of us are happy.
You wrong. Your government is wrong. And Nigeria know that the government on ground wrong. The government on ground wrong.
We are happy. That's how this we are happy.
All right, thank you so much. Let's step aside a bit.
Yes.
All right, good morning. Okay, global analyst, welcome.
I'm saying good morning to you. Like I've said earlier, our global anchor, our global viewers are most welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Michael Adekule. Still standing on existing protocol to also reach our well-wishers across the globe. Another good morning, another Monday edition of City Star.
All right, what led to the victory of APC in the last election, and what led to the failure of the opposition? Did the opposition fail to connect with the grassroots voters, or what? What happened?
Mr. Mike, APC is sleeping. He's just easily sleeping. Anybody who thinks that APC is just sitting, folding his hands, not doing anything, the person is not saying the reality. He just dances to the gallery. Is uneconomic, is economical with the truth. APC is working hard to bring more people to their vote. I said, what's happening to APC is plus increment, not decrement, no reduction, no minus. From many state governors being added to their camp. It's an increment. That's blessing. So anybody who think APC is sleeping is just wasting his time. He's not saying the reality. Number two, Wike as a political leader, anywhere Wike is, people are underrating him. Yes, Wike has his own shortcoming anyway. But when it comes to politics, grassroots politics is the number one person you must give it to. No matter whether you have a pool saying they have to invest with him. Look, this is a party that have been on the ground, have been doing their campaign on the ground. It's not a matter of having followership on the street, thronging at you. But on the day of election, would they be really
out there on ground?
On ground to come and vote? Do you have anybody that go out and canvass people out to come and vote? Look at it as far as Abuja is concerned. If you see the crowd of people that follow Obi, campaigning for that AMAC chairmanship candidate of that ADC. Now, on the day of election, where are those people on the day of election? Did they come out? These are people that don't even have voters card. You only have people on the street following you. But on the day of election, where must translate to election, they are not eligible to vote. And no matter number of people you see around you on the street, on the real day when it comes to voting, if they are not there physically to vote, then it means nothing to you. APC have members in every ward. They have canvassers. They have people they can talk to. But this is a party that even the membership of ADC. Where is it? I've never seen their word I don't know what offices in my home in my area. They only exist on the street, not structure on the ground of membership of leadership that can go around to different houses and be bringing people out. APC has all these. They have ground structure, they have members, they have canvassers that can go up. Even the membership of APC alone, not to go ordinary citizen. If they go to any polling booth and vote, they will number in some cases number of populists. APC doesn't have this. It's just a party that has been more on the streets. The system does not challenge the structure. Just people who are just following and hey. And beyond that, it goes into a real structure that's established that go all out and bring people out and vote on your behalf. That's what it is like. Another thing I see in that ADC matter is that look at the campaign of ADC in Abuja. Did you see the version of Atiku coming out to support their candidates? Only Obi behind the candidates. Atiku Facha and Co didn't come out. What does that tell you? They leave Obi alone to do his necessary go far because Obi have been so, I'm sorry to use that word, they don't know how to play politics. Some people are even saying they are insulting fellow member leaders of the party, abusing them, insulting them. The name of said, let this obedient know how to play politics. How can be insulting personally like Atiku, personally like the man? Even if that's Obi, the person will go down. You don't do that. You don't tell them. That's why you see Atiku and Co. Fashion stepping out. They allow Obi alone to do all the show, a one-man show. Let us see how you deliver Abuja for ADC. And now you are seeing that only him cannot do it. So it is a signal to him that he should caution his followers to drop that this self-aggrandizement, this pride that if it's Obi, you will do this. Oh, you are not going to do this. Even if it gets ADC card, you are not going to do it. They have shown you in Abuja that your people need to tame their pride. They have to strengthen their pride. It's a collective thing. If Atiku and Co people couldn't stop, they didn't come out and join them. Don't think they want their party to win, but they know Obi is trying to steal the show from them to allow him to do this alone on his own. And now they are slant. Obi needs to learn a lot of lesson in policies. Yes, look at now. It must you know, since that yesterday, they have come out and the new slogan now is that they won't accept power that will be done by delegates. They want power that will be done by direct voting.
So there were issues raised about the FCT minister, the way he was working about.
Yes.
During the election, yes. Was he appointed as an observer?
Mr. Mike.
Was he appointed to monitor the election?
Every stakeholder of the party of the election has a right to move about to see to. The problem is party members are having. The party members who are agents, who are canvassers, who are officials, to see to it that they have solution to what is happening.
Even as
is the chief security officer of the FCT. Is the chief security officer of the FCT. Is the governor of the FCT. Is a stakeholder in the party of the election. So his party members who are on duty, they must see to it that they don't lack anything. Did he go against the law that governs election? Did he prevent people from voting? Did he bribe INEC? Did they see him bribe INEC? What are people saying that he's going about?
Was that not an act of intimidation?
No, it's not intimidation.
His presence there.
Don't
you think so?
It's intimidating with what said. When they give ballot paper, will it intimidate you not to vote for a candidate of your choice? Will it intimidate you to not vote for a candidate of your choice? In what way did he intimidate anybody? Yes, it's a number one, the stakeholder in the election. Number one, he's statutorily positioned to see to the welfare of his party members. Number two, to the general security of the whole FCT. He's the man in charge. He's number one, system of dignity of official of FCT. Physical control the officer of FCT. So as far as he has not infringed on the electoral laws that give everybody franchise to vote, as far as does not conduct himself in a way that differentiates people, that goes about doing his lawful duty of overseeing affairs of the whole team. He's number one person of FCT. That's the government of the state now. Will he go around and see how is the activity of the matter is going on in the state? So who is saying that he's going about? Did he infringe on people's right from voting? Did he stop them from voting for the better of their choice?
All right, first I'm coming to you, Mr. Vincent. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. If the last weekend election ended that way, with APC becoming victorious in that election, with ADC dominating all the polls,
APC.
Yeah, APC is what I said. APC. What happens to the 2027 election?
You see, first of all,
what do you think will happen in 2027? What message do you think this election is sending to Nigerians ahead of 2027 election? If it's ended up that way,
it shows that we are not ready for that needed change. And when you look at the templates and how that last Saturday's elections was conducted, you will see that there are many knocks with the preparation, starting from the sensitization all to the actual voting. And if you look, people, there were low turnout of voters, and that couldn't have been unconnected with the apathy that Nigeria has, or rather have, against election in Nigeria. And aside that, the people that also took up the gauntlet to say they want to vote, getting to their polling units, they later found out that their names were being expunged out of that polling unit to another further place. And some of them felt that why the trouble? It's better they rather go back home. And that was why you saw what happened at that election. Even that being said, now the FCT minister, I don't know whether he's the new added staff to INEC, because from what I know of election, because I have witnessed a lot of election in my own state. I have never seen Governor Sanwo-Olu going up and down because his presence alone is tantamount to intimidation, because there are some extant rules that needed to be followed, which is already spelled out in the INEC guidelines. Why would you want to be a judge in your own case? Kudos to them in terms of maybe having prepared ahead of other parties, because I've always said I'm a realist, because I said it on this platform that I have not seen anything cogent, verifiable evidence on the part of the opposition that they are really, they really want to veer for a slot in this coming election, and it has just started playing out with what is being seen with FCT election. I will say that also, when you look at all these things, now there is lack of sensitization both on the part of INEC and the opposition party, because I want to believe that the opposition party by now should have put their house in order, because before the election was conducted, APC held their congresses across board, electing officers into place. Till I start to be correct, though, ADC up to this very moment, I don't know who are their officers. I don't know their offices. I don't know where they are. And they say they are meeting. Plus, for crying loud, social media, though it's a template for everybody to hear his or her opinion, but at times I want to see those court followership that social media has been painting, that Obi or any other opposition has, to be translated into concrete evidence of being on ground. But aside that, I give kudos to APC for a well done job. Because if you say you want to collect a staff of office from somebody, and you are not even putting on a spike, and the person you want to collect a staff of office from has already taken that gap of Usain Bolt, then how do you meet up with such person? That is my take.
All right, let's quickly take a look at what Nyesom Wike said about Peter Obi. Has taunted Peter Obi over the outcome of the last polls. Of course, APC dominated the Rivers State election. That's the by-elections in Rivers. Kano State taken over by APC. Abuja, that's the FCT, APC as well. All right, Nyesom Wike stated that the polls further exposed the hypocrisy of people who go about buying corn and granuts from roadside sellers as a form of campaign to deceive Nigerians. Of course, you know what Obi did. That was last week or so. It went viral. All right, he says this election has indeed shown that Nigerians now know the ruling party and the real opposition party. Also, the election has further exposed the hypocrisy of people who go about buying corn and groundnut from roadside sellers for the purpose of campaign, for the purpose of a campaign, just to deceive Nigerians. That's what he has said. Was that to deceive Nigerians?
Well, I don't necessarily agree with that. That is meant to deceive Nigerians. But like I said earlier, that when you claim you are into political exercise, Mr. Mike, it's not just a matter of talking alone. All those things must translate to concrete structure on ground. Mr. Mike, if you
what's Wike trying to say there? That's what I want to know.
What's the sense that
was he trying to tell us? Was he trying to tell us that the politicians should not identify with struggling citizens, or what? Is that what he was trying to say?
You can identify with them
because Obi went to buy not from somebody.
We know you can identify with them, but when it comes to real,
does that tell you that it's an hypocrite?
No. I've told you, I didn't agree with that statement. That is a using to deceive Nigeria. No, identify with Nigerians. There's nothing bad in it. When it comes to you expecting them to translate that's your identification with them into voting for you. Yes,
must translate.
It's not translate to voting for you. Be a political verdict that prove you above than them. It's a hard work. It's not just a wish. It's just a wishful thinking. It's not just a matter of social media gallery. It's not a matter of dancing to the gallery. Mr. Man, if you have not come and handle this program here this morning, if you just wish, if you are just wishing you are at your home doing that, they won't start watching. They won't be watching on it. But because you are physically on ground, you translate that your wish come and do it to a physically being present here. You are handling it. That's why you are being seen. You are doing it now. So, people which I saw a video to some people this morning. The people that follow Obi in Abuja, and I said, okay, before the election, I said, where are these people on the day of election? That means that's a hype. It's a hype. You have people so-called followership, but that was not translated to real social that will give you that vote on the day of election. Maybe some of them they don't have a voter's card, or they will not even come out and vote, or they are even less than eligible to vote. So these are things that this is what Obi must differentiate, and I expect Obi to have learned beyond this. That drawing followership is different from the people action, the people feel that giving the real action when the day of voting is the day of the real action. In real time, that's the day of the real time.
The outcome reflects the will of the people.
You judge the lot of my people that come out. You go and say that of the
There are issues raised now.
What are the issues? What are the issues?
Restriction of movement.
Everywhere, and remember there's election, there's only decision, they will copy you. It's not a new thing, that's not an excuse. Anytime there will be election in Nigeria, there are always restriction. Apathy due to who? Caused by who? Is it if you refuse to come and vote? Is it my own fault? If it shows you won't come and vote. Those people I saw in the video that are so
I even learned the ruling party was changing results and all of that.
If there's evidence to that, let them go to court and trash it out. I'm not supportive of that. I'm against that. Once there are evidence that the ruling party manipulated it, yes, I don't support that. I'm telling you some of the deceitful belief that will not have a political party. People thronging around the street does not mean transition of that thing to re-vote for you. It's a matter of you going ahead and sensitize them. Look, as you are following me around all the streets, go and register and get a PVC card. Number 2, on the election, come out and vote. On the third, defend your vote.
But is it why it's imposing curfew during
that's our practice.
Area council?
The decision
does it make any sense?
The decision has always been our way of. It's just to make sure people don't go after their businesses. It's just for you to make sure that on the day of election, go and answer that significantly because it's expression of you. But when you now choose not to come out and do it, it's your own choice. I won't come and force you. So let there be more political sensitization of electoral voting. People come out and vote. People that are supposed to go and register and get your PVC. Number 2, on the day of election, come out and vote. On the third one, stand and defend your vote. It's not by just seeing massive on the social media, thanking you when you come out. That is not the reality.
You clap for the ruling All Progressives Congress. You said that was a job well done. Does it mean that the election was perfect?
Even though there is no system that, or in the whole wide world, that is foolproof, I will not say the election is perfect. I think where is just I didn't mention before the now that it was a pilot scheme for INEC, Amupiton-led INEC team, and I want to believe that most of the things that needed to be looked at is how it was all conducted holistically. I know that that is just a microcosm of the entire country. When we are trying to say election, it involves the entire 36 plus FCT. But if FCT alone is giving us this kind of pointers, then I'm afraid whether Amukpiton, INEC team will get it right come 2027. Because one noticeable factor that I saw was that there was voter party. There was not enough sensitization on the part of INEC to sensitize people as to where their name falls into for them to be able to exercise their franchise to vote. And two, on the part of the opposition too, how much sensitization or engagement have they done to see that their followers or their patrons know where and how to go about their voting pattern. And when you look at everything, it shows that there are rooms for a lot of things to be improved upon. Having said that, when you also look at the outcome of that election, you will see that people now are now trying to gravitate from what used to be the norm of political party to personages. Because if you see where that APC man won, was that local government, Amak. The man that won there is an indigene of that place. ADC fielded somebody from Benue. And those people also want to give a vent to their own voice by allowing or queuing behind their main person. And that too could have factored into whatever became the overall outcome of that election.
All right, so let's go to the comment section. Oluwa is an ingrate. That's what Safa Abiodun said here. Oluwa is ingrate. Your state is moving forward with different infrastructure. You are there shouting unnecessarily. All right, on to the next one. God win. We need to start talking good of Nigeria. That's what.
Yes.
All right, Oluwa. GOA says Oluwa one. Why do you bully Kunle here and make him shake up? All right. Okay, let's move from Oluwa one to Godwin. Turn your energy for frustration to creativity. All right, that's what Godwin is saying. We'll move down to GOA this morning again and say good morning, Vincent.
Good morning, GOA.
All right, creative thinking is solution to Nigeria's problem. Says Godwin.
I agree with you.
All right, you say so. You call rigging grassroots. Let's call a spade a spade. All right, King Harry, good morning to you, the Palace.
Palace, I greet you.
Palace, you're welcome to the program.
I greet you, sir.
And he says, Mr. OJ, stop acknowledging negative or illegal ways of achieving political needs.
I've never acknowledged legal way of. I'm telling you that ADC has not translated their so-called followership we saw. So online and into physical reality.
Which APC has done.
Yeah, of course, where is the word no or what offices of ADC? Where is their member? Where are their members on the
No, but some people are saying that APC rigged the election.
And the difference between when you just have a crowd of followership that there is no translation to restructure on ground. That on the day when you need them, they will be the one to come out and be handling the matters, championing the cause. Where are the party members of ADC in Lagos State? Where are their offices of their ward? Where are the local government offices? Well, I saw where APC was just having their congresses. You see the number of people, their followership, their members that came out and endorsed their leadership. Where's ADC membership? Where's their ward? Where's their members? Who are their officers? That will come out and campaign for the parties on the day of election. That will man the polling booth as agents. They don't have all this structure on ground. Nothing. You only have a followership on the street. I saw two people just now. The people that Taunts Obi in Abuja. I was not asking them, I said, look at this video before the election. On the day of election, where are these people on the day of election? Why did they go to polling booths and vote? They don't have police. Some of them don't have voters card. They will not, maybe they're not even eligible to vote. So, then on the day of the election, it's people that come out and vote that actually counts. If you have millions of people following you, and only few percent of them are eligible and qualified to cast votes on that day, those are the people that will be counted. Forget about the number of masses following you. This is not this is a football field, stadium whereby you see crowd on the. So I have never, legitimized illegal means of. I said if the resources prove to be manipulated, let them go to court and cross it.
All right. Ugo Obiora says if APC add all this he's mentioning, then allow free and fair elections. Let best person win. All right. And says I'm like Obi said, it doesn't need structure. All right. Udele Chima says, Mr. Lajide, I think it's high time we start saying the truth and realities in Nigeria. One day we'll all die and face judgment. Say the things the way they are. Tinubu and Wike rig elections. Fact. That's what.
Let's improve it now. Udele Chima, substantiate your proof with evidence and facts. Forward it to them. The one you know, send it to them. Send it to opposition party. This is the one they go to tribunal. They will go and table it. I don't know about that.
All right, Olajide is supposed to be going to the polling unit. This is pathetic. This is Chima.
I was telling him that Wike as a stakeholder of the election. The question you asked that they didn't go to polling booth to differentiate people, to intimidate people, to cause obstruction of results, to stop people from voting. Is a stakeholder in the election. That's number one. Number two is the chief security officer of the state. Number three, he must see to the welfare of the party who are involved in the election, and then to general security of the whole election going on in the state. Is the one responsible for how the whole thing is going on. INEC is the umpire of handling it, but Wike is the overall security officer of the state.
And Kingeri is responding to you by saying that he's not the chief security officer of the city.
He is.
Tinubu is.
Tinubu is not Tinubu. It's not Tinubu. Tinubu is for the chief officer of the Nigeria. Wike is the chief officer of the everything is answered in place of governor.
He's one representing Tinubu.
Yes, he's one representing. So everything rests on him. It's under him that everything must go on smoothly. He's to coordinate everything. I'm not saying handle so due to INEC, but logistics and everything.
But he's the eye of Tinubu in FCT.
Yes.
All right, so Fabiodi says, Anton, please ignore. That's okay. We'll move down to another person. And Dare to Promax is here. Good morning, Dare. You're welcome to the program. It's been a while. All right, Kingeri goes on. Mr. OJ is not above the law and should comply to the said sit at home.
Mr. Mike.
Yes,
sit at home does not. Okay, if you say sit at home, why do people come and vote them? No, if you say sit at home, then nobody should come and vote.
You're trying to say something.
Nobody should come and vote.
You see, Mike. At times it's always very, very laughable when people that are known to uphold the law are being seen to be the ones even flouting it. I want to say that even in the guidelines, being the FCT minister does not confer on you the power to go all out during the election, because it negates the principle of fair and free and fair template of holding an election in that kind of a state, in the FCT. If laws were meant to be served and served rightly, I think it should be taken in for it, because it amounted to intimidation. It has even gone gaga out of the way, because in every civilized land, I've never seen a mayor of any state in America going about during that election time. To do what? You must have set it. You must have set all the operation guidelines are there. They are crystal clear. According to what the law stipulates. About doing what on election day? I think that one is anti-democratic.
Mr. Mike is absolutely false. Absolutely wrong. What do you mean by going about? What do you mean by not going about?
So he has the right to
absolutely right to go about.
All right,
and monitor what's under him.
All right, so Fabio
of the state.
So Fabio says, OJ, keep it up, keep going. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, Kingeri is back here and he says, I stand to correct myself. OJ is very correct. Wike being the chief security officer of Abuja.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Kiki says this is ridiculous segment. It has a biased undertone towards the opposition. All right, K. Odulaja says, OJ, that still doesn't give him the right to be going about polling units. That's K. Baba, that's K. Odulaja. All right, Clement says, I was in Abuja on Saturday and I saw everything that happened. Nothing like election. People didn't come out.
Yeah. I said it. Don't blame people. I said it here. People who refuse to come out. Is it my fault? Is it who's
So who should we blame?
Blame the INEC. INEC is supposed to censor people. Then the more of the censorship is how to do with the parties. That's why this is failing. They have no structure on ground. The people now they have membership that go all around and be asking people it's time for election, going to the houses, knocking their doors, come out and vote. They don't have structure on ground. I cannot be telling us that it doesn't need structure. That means this is not serious as an election. ABC members look at this election is going out, calling people, the mobilizing people to come and vote. And this does not have such membership to do that. Then who will now come and vote for you? When you have canvassers, party agents that will stand at the polling booth, you don't have members that do that. Even the officers go around mobilizing people to come and vote for a party. In their own case, they don't have anything. So you expect people to come out on their own free will. That's where they are getting it wrong. So Obi do not
sleep. I can't sleep because of this program. Oh my God, I am happy to watch it live.
Oh, thank you very much.
Mike Adekule and co-guests. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate your contribution. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, Femi, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Michael.
You're welcome. Gentle. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good morning, Adekunle.
All right.
Yes.
Femi, in the last election, with what we witnessed, with APC's dominance in states like Rivers, Kano, and the FCT, the Federal Capital Territory, are the oppositions serious? Are they ready to unseat President Bola Tinubu come 2027?
Mr. Michael, it's very, very unfortunate because opposition is not ready.
But these are key states
I'm coming.
in our election.
Yes.
River State,
Kano
State.
Let me tell you, Mr. Michael.
And APC cleared it.
Now that we now have an opposition that is not serious, we now have a president that is over seriousness is worrying him. Over seriousness. And we now have a party that they don't take no for answer. They're ready to do anything. So while their enemy are sleeping, they keep on working. And this thing they just did in Abuja, do you know why they have to do that kind of a thing in Abuja? Abuja has always been a stronghold of opposition. Since 2015, go and check it. Jonathan won in 2015. He won Abuja. In 2019, PDP also won. So opposition, ruling party has not been able to win Abuja since 2015. But unfortunately, there is a new sheriff in town that's not ready to take no for an answer. Whatever it's going to take
to win,
he will do it. Look at it. When Fela saying government magic, I think Fela never see anything. This is new strategy of government magic. The more you look, the less you see. Why changing people's polling units ahead of the day they want to do election without informing them that this is not where you are going to vote to? And they say you cannot move around. And when you reach where you want to vote, and they say, you can't vote here. Your polling booth is at Osho place. And you have to board vehicle to that place. That is government magic.
And there's vehicle to move.
And there is no vehicle to move. So how do you want to move? You don't have option but to go. But one thing that is very, very certain is let me tell you, Nigeria voting pattern is very, very strategic. This thing, with this result we have seen, opposition should not go and think that it has ended. No, it has not ended. Yes, Nigeria voting pattern can be so funny. They may think that, okay, in Abuja, of course, now when you that is contesting, you see my brother, well, let them go and have it. On the day we are going to show them Pepe, we are going to come. But we think the whole piece of them will win all the local government in Imo State, and Tinubu didn't win. I'm not sure Tinubu was able to secure 20% of Imo State votes. But when it comes to Opu Opu is our brother. Everything we go do, all local governments won. So the voting pattern may be changed. You see, in all other places like Kano and River State, APC don't need to do too much mago. It's already in their hand.
Oh, we beat Wike in Rivers State. Tell me now. Wike has silenced all the opposition in Rivers State. He has all the elder. He keep them silent. They are on their knee. Shut them up to the even. What is the name of that governor that they want to use to champion it? Oh, by the time they give that one dirty slap, he can't see anything. This is a case of city boys versus village boys. This village boy want to come to the city. It will be very rare for city boys to go to village, but village boy want to come to the city. And when the village boy come to the city, okay, you come to Lagos, the first slap they will give you. When you see Osodi, you will think you are a daughter. So this is the kind of slap they are giving them.
So the last election is the first slap, right?
First slap, you know, they are looking. They have not been able to see anything.
All right, gentleman Mike, what went down? What's really happened in that election? APC cleared 5 in FCT, leaving 1 for the People's Democratic Party. APC didn't get anyone, didn't get hold of any local government in that election. What really happened? Would you say the real development in FCT gave APC that victory, or was it because of federal might and influence?
Well, I think part of it was the fact that to a large extent Nyesom Wike performed well in Abuja as the FCT minister, so far from fillers that we got, and that definitely will play part in the outcome of the election. We also observed that there are a lot of voter apathy in that election, which shows that a lot of people are not interested. A large chunk of people are not really interested in what happened in that election, so they didn't bother to come out for the elections. There are also cases of vote buying. About 70 million was intercepted by the EFCC across that city, which they wanted to use to sway people's votes and all of that. We also saw some reports of manipulations. There are result sheets online that shows where there are alterations and all that. So all these issues, in my view, still characterize our elections, unfortunately so. And Abuja's election should have been the acid test for a lot of Nigerians to show that if they are going to show more interest in the general election in 2027, that was the election that a lot of Nigerians are waiting for. That, okay, let's even see what will transpire in Abuja if INEC will be able to give something credible enough for people to have hope in. But unfortunately, some of the things that are always see sway in that particular election, which for me is quite unfortunate. But generally, you cannot rule out the fact that Nyesom Wike has done some tangible things in Abuja that will make some. Out of all the FCT ministers that we've always had, even a Deji Adeyanju that has always been a critic of Nyesom Wike spoke about the fact that you can't deny the fact this guy has worked. So that will definitely play a role in the outcome of the election. But this issue of the naughty issues that we have always been dealing with, that has bedeviled our election, hasn't been cleared away. And unfortunately, Amukuton, we thought we would bring fresh idea to the table, and all of that. You can imagine people don't know where to vote. People are getting text on the morning of the election to where their polling unit has been changed and all of that. All this ought to have been tidied up, Michael.
What message has the victory of APC sent to Nigerians and opposition ahead of 2027?
And this message that if you want to catch me, you will walk. He sent the same message we have been sending to them here, that we want to go and arrest that strong man. Go into the house of strong man that will not first of all brand him. All these 50 excuses Wike was roaming about. Okay, if you keep on looking for excuses, you will continue to be seeing it. And there is one thing that is peculiar to all the failure is excuses. They will always find excuses. Wike is moving around. And so what? That's why you can't to come and vote for your own choice of that. You know, when I told you that they actually do their magic, there is no way they will not do their magic. What are you put in place to counter their magic? Yes, they will do their magic. You yourself, when Jonathan was there, the opposition made sure that he was tamed. They tame his wings with propaganda, with all what they can do, and understanding and money. You know how much that went down during 20. Let me tell you, one of the most stupid action of Jonathan was contesting for the second time, and it was a white elephant project. Go and look at all money, all the scandal. It was towards 2015, 23 billion. Almost all of them, $2 billion for NSA. Almost all of them, they are towards 2015. Billions of naira were spent. So that means opposites have spent in. They don't spend alone. They went around to import all the marabas all around the Africa. Stay here in case they want to do any mago. Just bring out cutlass. To tell you how desperate these people you are now want to deal with. These people that they bring down a sitting government, and you now think that somebody that champion bringing down a sitting president is now your president, and you now think you will rely on plenty excuse that Wike was roaming at that back. That's why you lose, and that's why you want to get to that power. Okay, you have not started. Okay, you have not been sincere with yourself. That is what I see.
The city boys are asking the village boys, our market.
Yes,
will be our market now. So what happened for Obi in ADC with what we witnessed last week?
It sent a message to Obi as well.
Is it sure for him? I'm talking about the ticket.
Nothing has been sure for Obi because he has not been able to, assure that he's going to get that ticket of ADC. Number one. Number two, how will he romance Atiku? How will he dialogue with Atiku so that even if Atiku concedes that ticket, Atiku will willingly work for him? Because if Atiku is being shut up and pushed aside and they give ticket to Obi, it's not be the same thing. Atiku will not work for him, and even if Atiku hold his hand like this, it will be very, very dangerous. Because people will be watching what is the body language of Atiku. And if he wish to show any much seriousness, they supporting Obi, Oga, the whole Northeast belong to Tinubu. And unfortunately, the matter we are discussing today is the area of Tinubu. This is where Tinubu have strength. We are not discussing governance today. We are not talking about insecurity. We are not talking about economy. We are not talking about economy. A poor budget implementation where a minister come out and told us that the money meant for capital project 2.something billion naira. He was able to get 36 million naira. For capital project, 30 million naira was released. We are not discussing that one. We are discussing the strength of Tinubu. So what do you expect me to do? If this, we are talking about Abuja, what of Kano? It's Wike that is roaming about in Kano. Oh, do you see Wike in River State? Okay, it's not River State. It was not in Kano. It was at Abuja. So all this Wike is roaming about. Okay, they are just flimsy excuse. I don't welcome it.
All right, before going to the comment section, gentlemen, Mike, with this weekend of Atiku and Obi ahead of the 2027 election.
So, Michael, permit me to also agree with the position of Femi as regards the lukewarmness of the opposition. We have always said it here that it's not going to be a cheap talk. Wrestling power from the incumbent has to be real work. Forget sentiment, forget emotions now. It has to be serious work. And some of the excuses they were really giving are not tenable. It takes a lion heart to take your lion's share in life, generally speaking now. So you must come up and measure up on the game with the people in power, and that's the only ray of hope that you have to say you want to wrestle power. So you must look beyond some of these excuses. They are flimsy excuses. Wike going about doesn't stop anybody from. I'm not aware that Wike started chasing people from where they line up and all of that. So they must also live above board and come together and be sure that they really mean what they are talking about. You can imagine the level of apathy that we got. So where are those people? Where? Okay, some people claim there were intimidation. Intimidation by who? You have to live beyond all of that and give it what it takes. That is exactly my point. Opposition must give it what it takes if they really intend to contend with the incumbent. So I agree totally with that position that opposition must be serious. Forget the fact that there were naughty issues about the elections. Opposition must be serious, and that's my point.
If that was in Lagos State, they will have said MC Uluomo boys came out and threatened them. And we saw somebody that is very, very serious with the confrontation of MC Uluomo. They went ahead and fought, and they defeated Tinubu in 2023 in Lagos State. Yes, we saw a woman after receiving, dirty mark on her face to make sure that if she voted. That's how to show the spirit. That's how to show spirit. No, you can't win this thing on a weekend. It's not for a chicken-hearted. Something. All these people you even see in power today. Do you know what Tinubu did to resist Obasanjo in Lagos State in 2003? Yeah. Yes, Tinubu made sure that even if it is a crap hole, he entered there. I visited Lagos State in 2003. My brother said nobody can win Tinubu in 2003. Come as it is, people are conveyed with trailer without cover. That's when you will see boys. And Tinubu, big king of boys. My brother said when he saw Tinubu, he's like this, come out. That's when the real Oduyobo come out. Go do like
Once they just slept in Lagos.
Oh yeah, they not burn you. He makes sure that this place you cannot take it over. All this Yakande also by all of them, they went ahead and sleep. And that is the man you think you can wrestle power from him. It's just a bang nuts. They don't. I'm telling you, the other day when I'm telling you that in Kwara State, if they are killing from now till Tinubu will not lose that place because he know how to bite and blow. They will bite you and they will blow you. They will let you know that it's not you are not the one that is causing this thing. See what is happening. And before you call that crop, listen, they are buying your consent again.
All right, to the comment section, Emmanuel says, assuming Goodluck Jonathan was this lawless and rascal, do you think APC will ever be in power? Goodluck thoughts we are in democracy.
Well, that one, I give kudos to Jonathan. But as well, people that are dealing with him, they are stronger than him. Yes. They went to America ahead of him. Yes. America refused to sell weapons. When he traveled, he wanted to buy black market. They granted his place. For that, we can't buy anything here. And they inflate, level of insecurity to the detriment of Nigeria. I'm not applaud that one. But if you see people that are desperate as that one, they are not in government. You will not want to wrestle power again from them. You are not playing your bucket game. You think it's going to work? The answer is no.
All right, GOA says opposition just needs to match their APC game. That's what GOA said. Yes. APC cannot campaign on their work. I don't know why opposition is looking up and what to do. All right, Emmanuel says Nigeria prefers politics over governance. That is why I don't pity Nigerians.
That is true. We only talk about who will win. We don't talk about the governors.
Yes. Tinubu says the city boys' eyes are open. Village boys are not exposed. Let them be deceiving themselves. Jay Chuk says Nigerians are funny. Do you guys think this is a matter of Obi, Atiku, or Tinubu? All right, let us know what matter is all about. It goes on. As I have said before, APC is zero governance and 100% politics.
Damn.
Alexander the Great says it's all this talk of Tinubu being king of boys, improving the country. As the question is asking.
$1 million question.
All right, King Gani says if election in Nigeria is manned by foreign delegates, it will be a clear, clean affair, and the best most win. All right, this is coming from King Gani, like I said earlier on. Tinubu all the ways. This is Daddy on this. Emmanuel said, assuming Obi wanted to deal with Tinubu, he will not do anything. OBJ can arrest. Okay, I did been OBJ. Sorry, wanted to deal with Tinubu. He will not do anything. OBJ can arrest and even declare state of emergency in Lagos.
Based on what?
But he wasn't.
Was there crisis? Was there crisis?
Was there crisis in Lagos? Was there crisis in Lagos State? Based on what?
Even if there's no crisis, you can instigate crisis. Of course now. Atiku have to beg OBJ before they leave. It was Atiku that intervened. When Tinubu was governor of Lagos, it was Atiku that went on his knees and begged OBJ. Everyone who then tell the narrative up and down. When you see something that is very clear, you will not say it, you begin to manipulate it. Was it not said publicly by Atiku that he was the one? If the opposition would have removed him, or even he got problem in Lagos State and chase him away. But that's the topic for another day.
Atiku said democracy is suffocating under President Bola Tinubu. He cited manipulation in the last election, voter intimidation, suppression, and all of that. What do you say? APC dominated the last election. He cleared FCT, cleared River State, and Kano. Are we heading towards one-party states?
I don't think we are heading towards one-party system, but we should weep for Nigeria. I'm not going to discuss much about River State and Kano, but let us look at.
Is this one a clear signal that 2026?
Mike, I'm coming. Are you not sensing Jonathan's treatment in this process? Are you not sensing something about the whole ADC structure? Because of the alleged face that is also. Well, let me come. I'm coming.
Okay.
We're talking about 5 million. We should wait for Nigeria. 5 million population in Abuja. Okay, like estimately 5 million. We have close to 650 candidates. Vying for about 68 positions. 17 political parties. 62 positions. Councillors, and of course the local government chairman and all of them. 4 million. Go and look at the number of votes. Calculate it. I don't think it's up to 1. I think it's up to 50,000. Why? That's trouble. We should not celebrate this. You know, Nigerians are beginning to feel that it does no longer matter.
Elections.
Yes, it does no longer matter. The largest political awareness, electoral awareness, took place in the history of Nigeria. 2023. And look at it now. We did not see Atiku there. We did not see massively. Bola Tinubu might be the reason why he's trying to make sure that he put the former FCT minister inside Kirikiri. Yes. These are strategic moves. And because that it was just Obi, Atiku can sabotage Obi. The North, all of them can sabotage Obi. Then by heart, see, bros, yes, I'm telling you, see, I've sat down and listened to at least somebody who has been closer to them. One of the people they used to move Jonathan from power, Sowore. He's made it very clearly. Opinions that side signal that for me, Obi should just do his thing. Whether it goes well or it doesn't go well, we on it. As simple as that. You saw policemen carrying ballot in Abuja, carrying ballot papers, result, running away. See, and the guy said, and Wike said, don't do anyhow. Allow the rest. Allow the rest.
The new electoral law. That's the rule.
That's the fastest bill ever signed in the history of Nigeria. Bola Tinubu just broke Guinness Book of Record. I am not against whether they win or they win. My perspective is leadership. But somebody keep on celebrating it. There was absolutely not. There was no mass presence in that election, and you can see everything they are working on now is about 2023. I remember when I told you that Fubara did not do anything. They are the one that instigated it. They are the one that take it to that level. They are using federal might. In Kano, the same thing. So Bola Tinubu has succeeded in capturing major states. Kano, Rivers. Let me even leave Abuja alone, because what happened in Abuja, it's not enough to justify what is actually going to happen at the end of the day, because it's just a local government election. Anybody that is saying this and that, but remember also another point is that ADC is still in a process of proper formulation. And remember also there are other factors that also can be of a side effects to electing whoever they feel that can represent them anywhere. So they need to come together. Yeah, I don't have any fear about that, but I believe that if Atiku and the rest of this northerners does not see bigotry in this about Obi, does not see tribalism and nepotism, Bola Tinubu will have to face 27 at the end of the day.
All right, so the comment section, Obi and Igbos always are the victims. Nobody is sabotaging that Obi failed governor. All right, we move to Sofabio Oyeze. You are wrong. It happens in developing countries. Sometimes people turn out lower. All right, there's a just leave the corrupt system. You should just leave the corrupt system. That's what it is. It says here, Kiki says, I didn't hear all the people talking here speak about your police stealing ballot box. All right, that it says, Igbo never tired of lies. Going nowhere. All right. Hey, the next election, what's going to happen? I asked you the other time, but is this not a clear signal that you 2027 is a done deal for APC?
Mike, if Nigerians, Mike, if Nigeria want APC to continue, they will continue. We had Buhari 8 years.
Since the complaints and the lamentations,
it does not.
Policies of President his administration has not really, have not really changed anything with what we saw.
Mike, I don't know what you want to believe, but I can tell you that this is Nigeria, where anything is just possible. Yeah, that's why they refer Nigeria as a jungle. It's a jungle.
Does it mean people are not suffering?
Not feeling the those who are in El Dorado does not understand what over 200 million Nigerians are going through. And you can never hear them say that. Even if they say that,
they are feeling the economy challenges we're having. I don't think people will vote for APC in this.
Are they voting for leadership? Are Nigerians actually voting for leadership? Whatever happens, everybody will go to the market to bear it at the end of the day. Me, I can never support something I do not sense any atom of leadership in it. Even this election, and I told you, Obi have my sympathy, but I am not going to vote for any of them. I'm telling you. And see, until I see a rightful person, even Obi, I will not vote for Obi. Even I'm in a position to vote, I will not vote for Obi. I have the right to decide whether to vote or be voted for. So it's my right, and I'm not seeing any leadership within that class. I don't see anybody who has the capacity to transform Nigeria among all of them.
Don't you think your vote could be a plus for Obi?
Oga, let it be a plus to them. Let their own vote and their children vote be a plus to them, because that's where they are going. Like I've told you, forget about city boy and village boy. All those things are nonsense concepts. Because by the time they settle you, as they are a thief, you change. We have seen it. Who is going to behave like, look, even so powerful activists in Nigeria in those days, the only person that rejected them was Fela Nicola Bapti. Even Boloshenko compromised. Ganifa Emi did not compromise. All of them compromised. Chinua Achebe rejected them. Whatever. All of them compromised. And you are telling me that I should look at them and what they. But if they fail to rewrite Nigeria, that is their business. But I know that one day a superior force will enter this country and point a particular direction.
And where would that superior
I don't know. I don't know. Either from Nigerians or wherever it come from that will transform things. Either by omission or commission. Because everybody has been, even the small child they born today is born into wickedness, corruption, tribalism, backbiting, falsehood.
Oh yes, what are you simply telling us? Are you telling us that the last election wasn't transparent enough?
What was transparent? Yeah, 2023.
No, I'm talking about the weekend election.
This weekend election.
By-elections and the area council election.
Bros, that is what I'm telling you now. How can you say that is transparency? And we are just talking about 5 people in Abuja, 5 million, and we are looking at, oh God.
Who would you blame for that?
Bros, you are telling me, I've just explained to you. Mike, I have lived in Face Me and Face You, Abi, and I have seen people who have generator laughing at people who does not have generator and saying there is light in Nigeria because they have generator. That is the thing. Those who the few that
people have lost interest,
the few that pick the crumbs on the ground are the one you see. Even them know there was total voters apathy. Some polling units, people did not come. But let us believe that we are going to see a different narrative from now. Maybe that reawakening, that consciousness will return, and Nigeria should understand at this point that if they vote Bola Tinubu in 2027, okay, I am expecting leadership. That's what I want. Something that can at least reduce poverty 50%. But see, these guys are not inventors. They're not scientists. They're not. They have never invented anything. Nothing. They're not contributing anything. Just to sit down in Abuja and just create one policy and begin to loot money. They don't think nothing. Bigot tribalism everywhere. Go and look at people who have contributed to the development of the world today. Go and look at them. Go and look at Israel. Go and look at America. Invented, imparting lives on just ordinary leadership in Nigeria for how many years now? 0/0. And you say I cannot. Anybody that feel otherwise, that is his business. Because I do not come from that class, and I will not come from that class. I've just mentioned. If you go to my studio, this thing, you only see 2 prominent Nigerians there. Garify me, you see Garify. Go there, you see Garify. Go there. I'm not saying it because of you. Go there. That's what people have checked their record from beginning to the end. Nothing. I look at Fela. If they ask me to study Fela now, 5 years, I'll come up with a concept. Because I know what he represents. And forget the rascality people are looking. No, I'm only taking the message he came with. And back up to today, we are having total repeats. Why can't we have? Why can't we have? That is very painful. That's it. I said Nigeria should cry self. Urban city boy, rubbish. Village boy, all those things are rubbish. What Nigerians want? Who is going to come and give us education? Who is going to come and give us electricity? Who? Even in all these things, all the promises made by Bola Tinubu, point one,
that you can boast of that it has come to fulfillment, that Nigerians are benefiting. But you can see all the cronies intimidating us with their wealth online, making mockery of the poor, telling us that people don't even know road. Now them know road. Because this Bola Tinubu was a toddler, or possibly from nowhere, until somebody moved him to where he is today. He not come from the moon. I expected leadership. I expected a situation where people can, Mike, how many? We're talking about 600 and something candidates. 600 and something candidates in this. ADC came second. Even though they are still in the teaching stage, trying to put things in order. But I expect more. Even if they are going to win, those who have won, congratulations to them. But what I'm saying is that, Nigeria should ask for leadership and not one fatalism rubbish or
All right, thank you so much. Yes. All right, to all viewers who commented this morning, I say a big thank you. Thank you so much for engaging us. There's a Chima. Thank you. Emmanuel Alexander the Great, GOA, Clement Okoli. We appreciate yourself, Abiodun Dari. Thank you so much. I didn't know for Chris. We appreciate you. I appreciate Andrew Bunjimi. We say a big thank you to the Palace of the Palace, King Henry. We also appreciate Gladys Oyabo Kiki. Thank you for joining us this morning. And now, a big thank you to you. Thank you. Henry Okoro also was here. Godwin, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate all of you. And to the rest of the viewers and the ones watching us right now, we appreciate you too. We'll be back here tomorrow with more interesting topics. I'm Michael Adekunle. Please stay safe. Bye.
Don't have little time.